If you keep explaining yourself to everyone, if you keep trying to prove your worth to people who already decided to misunderstand you, then listen carefully, because the life you boast, if you've been praying for, will never begin until your attention leaves them and finally comes back to you. The greatest victories are built in silence. The strongest people don't announce every move. They simply become impossible to ignore. Most people spend their entire lives watching someone else's journey. They compare, they compete, they complain. Every morning they wake up thinking about who is ahead of them instead of asking themselves one simple question: am I becoming better than I was yesterday? That single question has the power to change everything. The world is noisy. Everyone has an opinion about how you should live, what you should chase, what success looks like, and how quickly you should achieve it. If you keep listening to every voice around you, eventually you'll lose your own. Success begins the moment you stop asking for permission to become the person you were created to be. There comes a point in every person's life when they realize something painful. Not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you succeed. Not everyone clapping for you hopes you reach the finish line. Some people secretly hope you remain exactly where you are because your growth reminds them of their own excuses. That's why silence becomes your greatest weapon. Silence doesn't mean weakness. Silence means you're too busy building. Imagine a seed buried beneath the ground. Nobody celebrates it. Nobody applauds it. Nobody even sees it. Yet every single day it grows stronger beneath the surface. It isn't trying to impress the flowers around it. It isn't competing with the trees. It's simply becoming what it was designed to become. Your life works the same way. The greatest transformation often happens where nobody is watching. People love the spotlight, but champions fall in love with the process. While others are scrolling through endless distractions, you could be learning. While they're gossiping, you could be improving. While they're doubting themselves, you could be building confidence, one small promise at a time. Because confidence doesn't come from talking. Confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you wake up early when you didn't feel like it, every time you continue working when nobody is cheering, every time you choose discipline instead of comfort, you're telling your mind something powerful. I can trust myself. That is where real confidence is born. Not from compliments, not from social media, not from applause, from integrity, from doing what you said you would do. The truth is, many people are waiting for motivation before they take action. But successful people understand something different. Action creates motivation. The first workout feels difficult. The first business idea feels terrifying. The first video gets almost no views. The first attempt often looks embarrassing. But every master was once a beginner nobody believed in. Fear will always introduce itself before opportunity. If you wait until fear disappears, you'll wait forever. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving anyway. Think about every successful person you've ever admired. They all had moments where nobody believed in them. They were criticized, ignored, rejected, laughed at, but they kept moving because their vision became louder than the opinions around them. The hardest battle you'll ever fight isn't against other people. It's against the version of yourself that wants comfort more than growth. Comfort whispers, sleep a little longer. Growth whispers, wake up. Your future is waiting. Comfort says, you can start tomorrow. Growth says, tomorrow belongs to those who begin today. Every decision either builds your future or steals it. Nothing stays the same. You're either growing or drifting. You're either building habits or building regrets. One day, you'll wake up exactly where your daily choices have taken you. That's why your habits matter more than your emotions. Some mornings you'll feel inspired. Many mornings you won't. But discipline doesn't ask how you feel. Discipline asks who you want to become. The people who eventually achieve extraordinary success aren't always the smartest. They're simply the ones who refuse to quit after ordinary failures. They learned, adjusted, continued, again and again. Life rewards consistency far more than occasional brilliance. Don't worry if nobody notices your progress today. The tree doesn't grow overnight. Neither does greatness. Keep watering your dream. Keep protecting your peace. Keep improving quietly. One day people will call you lucky. They'll never see the thousands of silent decisions you made when nobody was watching. Remember this, the loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. Real strength is calm. Real confidence is quiet. Real success speaks for itself. Stop announcing every plan. Stop explaining every goal. Stop seeking approval from people who have never walked your path. Focus on yourself. Protect your energy. Feed your mind with wisdom. Strengthen your character. Stay silent while your actions become your introduction. Because one day, your results will say everything you never had to explain. There is something powerful that happens the day you stop chasing attention and start chasing improvement. It feels lonely at first. Your phone becomes quieter. Fewer people ask where you've been. Some even assume you've given up. But the truth is, you haven't disappeared. You've gone to work on the most important project of your life, you. Most people spend years trying to change their circumstances without ever changing themselves. They want a better income without becoming more valuable. They want confidence without facing discomfort. They want respect without earning it. But life doesn't reward wishes. It rewards preparation. Think about an archer aiming at a target. Before the arrow moves forward, it must first be pulled backward. To someone watching from a distance, it looks like the arrow is losing ground. But that backward pull is what gives it the power to fly farther than anyone imagined. Your setbacks may be doing the same thing. The delays that frustrated you, the doors that closed, the people who walked away, the failures that embarrassed you. Perhaps they weren't destroying your future. Perhaps they were preparing it. Many people quit because they mistake preparation for punishment. Don't make that mistake. Every difficult season carries a lesson. If you only focus on the pain, you'll miss the purpose. But if you focus on the lesson, the pain becomes an investment instead of a loss. There will be mornings when you question yourself. You'll wonder if your hard work is worth it. You'll look around and see people who seem to be moving ahead faster than you. In those moments, remember this. Comparison is one of the fastest ways to destroy your peace. You don't know the full story behind anyone else's success. You don't know their struggles, sacrifices, or battles. So why compare your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20? Run your own race. The person you need to beat is the one you were yesterday. Every single day gives you another opportunity to become just a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more disciplined. Small improvements seem invisible in the moment, but over time they become extraordinary results. A single brick doesn't look like a house. A single workout doesn't build a strong body. A single page doesn't create a book. A single decision doesn't change a life. But repeated every day, those small actions become something remarkable. Success is rarely one dramatic moment. More often, it's thousands of ordinary moments done with extraordinary consistency. That's why you must guard your routine. Your morning matters. Your thoughts matter. The conversations you entertain matter. The people you spend time with matter. Your environment either feeds your dreams or feeds your excuses. If you're surrounded by negativity every day, eventually you'll start believing that your dreams are impossible. But when you fill your mind with hope, discipline, learning, and purpose, your perspective changes. You stop seeing obstacles as walls. You begin seeing them as challenges to overcome. Be careful who you allow to speak into your life. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams. Some people hear your vision only so they can tell you why it won't work. Others secretly fear your success because it exposes their own lack of action. Protect your dream while it's still growing. A young plant needs a fence before it becomes a mighty tree. Your goals deserve that same protection. Sometimes silence is protection. Sometimes distance is wisdom. Sometimes saying nothing is the strongest statement you can make. You don't owe everyone an explanation. Let your progress answer the questions. The world respects results more than promises. Don't waste your energy arguing with people determined to misunderstand you. Every minute spent defending yourself is a minute stolen from building your future. Instead, invest that time in learning a new skill. Read another chapter. Practice one more hour. Take another step. Your future doesn't care about excuses. It responds to effort. There is also another battle that very few people talk about. The battle inside your own mind. That voice that says you're not good enough. That voice reminding you of every failure. That voice convincing you to stay comfortable because trying again might lead to disappointment. You cannot always control what enters your mind, but you can decide what stays there. Feed your mind with thoughts that strengthen you. Speak to yourself with faith instead of fear. Tell yourself the truth. You've survived difficult days before. You've overcome challenges you once thought would break you. You're stronger than the fear trying to stop you today. Remember, every champion has moments of doubt. The difference is, they refuse to let doubt make their decisions. They act despite uncertainty. They move despite fear. They believe despite limited evidence. Because faith often begins where certainty ends. One day you'll look back and realize the greatest gift wasn't the success itself. It was the person you became while pursuing it. You became patient. You became disciplined. You became resilient. You became someone who could carry the weight of bigger responsibilities. That's what real growth looks like. It isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about becoming worthy of it. So keep working quietly. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep choosing discipline when nobody is watching. Because every silent sacrifice you make today is building a future that loud excuses could never create. There will come a day when everything you've been building in silence begins to show. People will look at your life and call it an overnight success. They'll admire your confidence, your discipline, your peace, and your achievements. What they won't see are the countless mornings you woke up before the sun, the nights you stayed committed when nobody believed in you, and the moments you chose growth over comfort. Success has a strange way of revealing itself. It doesn't arrive with an announcement. It arrives quietly, one decision at a time. One day, you'll realize that the habits you once struggled to maintain have become part of who you are. You no longer need someone to remind you to work hard. You no longer need applause to stay motivated. You no longer seek approval before making decisions. You become driven by purpose instead of praise. That is freedom. The greatest freedom isn't financial. It isn't fame. It isn't popularity. The greatest freedom is waking up every morning knowing that your happiness no longer depends on someone else's opinion. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Every rock represents a grudge, a disappointment, a failure, or the need to prove yourself to others. The longer you carry it, the slower your journey becomes. Now imagine putting that backpack down. Suddenly, every step feels lighter. That's exactly what happens when you stop living for validation. You don't have to prove your worth to people who refuse to see it. You don't have to convince everyone that your dream matters. You don't have to explain why you're changing. Growth often makes people uncomfortable because it reminds them that they could change too. Let them misunderstand you. Let them underestimate you. Stay focused. Your mission is more important than their opinion. There will always be critics. Some will laugh before you succeed. Others will pretend they supported you after you succeed. Neither should control your direction. Stay humble when you're winning. Stay determined when you're struggling. Character is built in both seasons. Never allow success to make you arrogant. Never allow failure to make you quit. Both are temporary. Who you become lasts much longer. One of the greatest lessons in life is understanding that time is your most valuable asset. Money can return. Opportunities can return. Even lost confidence can be rebuilt. But time never comes back. Every hour you waste complaining is an hour you could have spent improving. Every day you delay your goals is another day your future waits for you. Ask yourself honestly, if you continued living exactly as you are today for the next 5 years, would you be proud of where you end up? If the answer is no, then today is the day something must change. Not tomorrow, not next Monday, today, because the future is not created by giant moments. It's created by ordinary days, repeated with extraordinary commitment. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions don't exist. The successful person starts before they feel completely ready. The successful person learns while moving. The successful person understands that progress is always better than perfection. You'll make mistakes. You'll fail. You'll experience rejection. You'll have moments where everything feels impossible. But none of those moments have the power to define you unless you stop. Every setback carries a lesson. Every failure carries wisdom. Every challenge builds strength. Life isn't happening to you. Life is shaping you. And one day you'll thank every difficult season that refused to let you remain average. When you begin focusing only on yourself, something incredible happens. Your mind becomes calmer. Your decisions become clearer. Your confidence becomes stronger. Your purpose becomes sharper. You stop chasing people. You stop arguing. You stop comparing. You stop seeking validation. Instead, you invest your energy where it produces results. Your character, your discipline, your knowledge, your faith, your health, and your future. Remember this whenever you feel discouraged. A diamond spends years hidden beneath pressure before the world calls it precious. A mighty oak begins as a tiny seed buried in darkness. The sunrise doesn't ask for permission before lighting up the sky, and neither should you ask permission to become the best version of yourself. Walk your path with courage. Protect your peace. Guard your time. Choose discipline over distraction. Choose faith over fear. Choose growth over comfort. Stay silent while your actions grow louder every single day. Because in the end, people may forget your words, but they will never forget the life you built through consistency, integrity, and relentless determination. The strongest statement you can ever make isn't spoken with your voice. It's written by your actions. Keep moving, keep believing, keep becoming. Your future self is waiting, and every decision you make today is introducing you to that person. The journey you're on is not just about achieving success. It is about becoming someone success can trust. Years from now, people may admire the life you've built. They may see the confidence in your walk, the peace in your smile, the strength in your character, and the success you've earned. But only you will know the price that was paid. Only you will remember the mornings when quitting felt easier than continuing. Only you will remember the lonely nights when nobody believed in your dream except you. And that's exactly why your victory will mean so much. Never be ashamed of moving differently from the crowd. Ordinary people chase comfort. Extraordinary people chase purpose. While others seek attention, seek improvement. While others complain about what they don't have, become grateful for what you can build. While others wait for the perfect opportunity, create one through consistent action. Every sunrise is a reminder that life is giving you another chance to become wiser, another chance to become stronger, another chance to become the person you promised yourself you would be. Don't waste that chance by looking back at people who have already walked away. Don't waste it trying to impress people who refuse to understand you. Don't waste it comparing your journey with someone else's. Your assignment is unique. Your timing is unique. Your purpose is unique. Walk your path with confidence. There will be days when progress feels invisible. Keep going. There will be days when fear whispers that you're not enough. Keep going. There will be days when failure knocks on your door. Learn from it, stand back up, and keep going. Remember, mountains are climbed one step at a time. Great books are written one page at a time. Powerful lives are built one disciplined day at a time. Small victories become remarkable achievements when they are repeated without giving up. So from this moment forward, make a promise to yourself. Protect your peace, protect your time, protect your vision. Speak less, work more, complain less, learn more, doubt less, believe more. Focus less on proving yourself to the world and more on improving yourself every single day. Let your discipline become your reputation. Let your character become your signature. Let your consistency become your greatest advantage. And when success finally arrives, and it will if you refuse to quit, accept it with humility. Remember the struggles that shaped you. Help others without expecting applause. Stay grounded, stay grateful, and never stop growing, because the greatest achievement is not becoming richer than everyone else. The greatest achievement is becoming better than the person you used to be. As you leave today, carry this message in your heart. Focus on yourself. Stay silent. Trust the process. Work with purpose. Stand with courage. Live with integrity. And never allow temporary obstacles to convince you to abandon a permanent dream. Your story is still being written. Your best chapter has not been lived yet. The future belongs to those who keep showing up when nobody is watching, who keep believing when others doubt them, and who keep moving forward one faithful step at a time. If this message touched your heart, don't let it end here. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Leave a comment with one promise you're making to yourself. And remember to subscribe for more powerful motivational stories that inspire growth, discipline, and success. Now go forward with confidence. Your time is coming, and when it does, let your life, not your words, tell the world who you became.